Dear students of Department of Civil Engineering, our subject is BEEE and the unit is Fundamentals of Communication Engineering, and the topic to be discussed today is Communication Systems Radio. So I am MB Joseph Gerald from EEE Department. So first we go to the introduction about radio. It is the radiation of electromagnetic signals through the atmosphere or free space. The transmission and reception of these electromagnetic waves of radio frequency, especially those carrying sound messages. The classification of radio waves. So in the left side there are 7 classes, and in the right side the frequency ranges of them respectively. First, very low frequency. It is having 10 to 30 kilohertz frequency range. Second, low frequency, 30 to 300 kilohertz frequency range. Medium frequency is having 300 to 3000 kilohertz of frequency range. High frequency 3 to 30 megahertz. Very high frequency 30 to 300 megahertz frequency range. Ultra high frequency 300 to 3000 megahertz frequency range. And the 7th class, super high frequency, is having frequency range between 3000 to 30,000 megahertz. So the mechanism inside the radio is the signal to be transmitted goes to the transducer and it's converted into electronic signal. Then processors convert the electronic signal and gives to the transmitter. The transmitter transmits the signals into electromagnetic waves, and the receiver receives the electromagnetic wave and converted into electronic signal, and again the transducer converts the electronic signal to audible signal. So this is the mechanism in radio system. Next, so what is a transducer? It is a device that converts one form of energy to another. So see in this diagram, the power supply is given to the transducer, and this transducer converts one form of energy to another. Next, modulation. So amplitude modulation is shown in the figure. In the figure A, RF carrier wave is carrying the modulated signal, and this too gives the amplitude modulated wave. Next, frequency modulation. So in frequency modulation, the amplitude can't change, only the variation in the frequency level. So radio transmitter. So this is the block diagram of radio transmitter. It is having power supply block, oscillator block, modulator block, amplifier block, and antenna. In the modulator, audio or video information is given. It modulates and amplifies and sends the signals to the antenna for transmitting purpose. Radio receiver. Here the antenna receives the signals and goes to the RF amplifier. Then it is tuned with the help of tuner, and the tuned signals goes to the detector. The detector detects the correct signals and sent to the amplifier, audio amplifier. Then the audio amplifier send the signals to the speaker to hear. Different types of transmitters and receivers. So radio frequency chain, modulation chain, TRF receiver, super heterodyne receiver. So these are all the different types of transmitter and receivers in radio system. TRF receiver. So it is having 5 block diagrams including one speaker. The antenna receives the signal and sends the signal to the RF amplifier 1, then first stage. Then the RF amplifier first amplitude amplifies the signal and gives to the amplifier 2. Then these signals again amplified, then goes to the detector. Here the detector detects the signal and gives the signals to the AF amplifier 1. Then again the signal goes to the amplifier 2. Then finally the speaker gives the sound of the pure voice or any other things to the ear. Super heterodyne receiver. It is a one kind of receiver to give the accurate audio signals. So this is the block diagram of the super heterodyne receiver. The antenna, the RF amplifier, then frequency mixer, then IF amplifier, detector, AF voltage and power amplifier, then speaker. In between the frequency mixer, local oscillator is used. So these are all shown in the block diagram. See the waveform of the sound waves goes to the speaker. Uses of radio waves. Here are some common uses of radio waves. 1. Wireless technology. 2. Mobile telephone communication. 3. Television. 4. Radar. 5. Radio waves in space. 6. Wi-Fi and many others. So wireless technologies. Here we use wireless technologies every day of our lives. We use them casually and purposely to get the benefit from the use of radio waves. From internet to mobile phones, we regularly depend on wireless connectivity. We use radio waves for opening garage doors and car doors that we require wireless key to open them. Also, the use of radio waves are implemented in the use of Bluetooth, live news reports and internet during flights. These are all some wireless technology communication system. So mobile or cellular phones. So mobile phones have become one of the most used technological devices in this last decade. With the aid of radio waves, communication is possible from one device to many, but most often to one. So just like a regular cordless phone, mobile phones are radio transmit receivers. Radio waves carry these phone signals which allow text messages and phone calls to reach their designated receivers. Not only do radio waves provide us with those things, they also provide us with wireless internet and 3G. Television. We are all familiar with television sets. Television has been one of the most important medias in the last several decades. Its impact on the way we use media as whole has become more visual since it was invented. So radio waves carry the television signals, that means video signals and audio signals, and transmit them further as radio waves have the largest wavelength. This allows television to be broadcasted through satellite as radio waves can pass through the ionosphere. So we use television in many ways. Radar. So radar uses radio waves to detect an object's direction, distance, and speed of which it travels. So radar has been considerably used in sea warfare during the recent wars. In modern use, it has been used away from the battlefields for exploration. It has been found useful in ocean surveillance as well as marine radars. Radar is also used for weather monitoring. So radar is always having more uses. Radio waves in space. So radio waves are also used in space for different purposes. Radio astronomy is the study of what happens amongst celestial objects such as stars, planets, star dusters, and galaxies. Radio waves are detected using large radio antenna to produce images of all that can't be seen with regular advanced telescopes. So in the figure, the radio telescopes are shown. Then Wi-Fi. So Wi-Fi follows one of the key characteristics of radio waves. With Wi-Fi being wireless, it allows users to connect to the internet without wired in technologies such as the computer to a cabled connection. As a connecting technology, it gives the users the ability to interact through a variety of media. Radio waves are transmitted and received in the same way, just like a walkie-talkie or two-way radio is. Advantages. So radio communication is having more advantages. It's also a cheap form of communication and it travels through the air, so no wires are needed. Radio communication can be possible where any satellite and cell phone services are not available. Disadvantages. So there are some disadvantages using radio waves. It has low frequency, so it can't transmit a lot of data one time. In this communication system, we can't transfer video or picture, only voice signal can be transferred. Future technology for radio communication. So cognitive radio networks. Cognitive radios have the ability to monitor, sense, and detect the conditions of their operating environment. A cognitive radio is an intelligent radio that can be programmed and configured dynamically. Its transceiver is designed to use the best wireless channels. Conclusion. The radio communications has been used over 100 years now. The uses of radio communication is increasing day by day and it's being used by a wide range of electronic sector. This technology is upgrading to give us better satisfaction. Thank you.